Good morning. The obviousness of what we call reality or the true nature of things is when no one is there. When not even one is there. Now it doesn't mean that when one is busy, when suddenly one rises and is busy with the mind, it doesn't mean that that is lost. It shows up in a different way. You are not more yourself if when it's obvious, when there is nothing else than that apparently, than when one is busy in his mind. You never lose yourself. Now surely, when you know those moments of obviousness, you cannot, in the mind, forget. So you like to go there whenever. When you wake up from the busyness of your mind. But you never lose yourself. The preciousness of it, you can call it the love for it, the attraction for it, becomes more and more in the life to dedicate also moments of obviousness to it. And it has to be like this because you see, it's obviously alive. When these moments come, it's obviously alive. Otherwise it will fall back into your memory if you don't wake up here and there in this mist of, in these torments of the mind. It's always there, but I like to remove the idea of permanency because this idea is put into time. Permanently in time, I have to be I have to bathe in the obviousness. This will not happen. So forget about permanency, but I encourage you to be alive. With that. In that. Through that. Anybody having a question or wanted to ask something? Welcome. Obviousness is there when you are not aware of, when the off is not there. But you are always yourself, even with off. I'm aware of the songs of the birds. You are in your mind. You are prior to that. It's very simple. Why you cannot go out of your mind? Why? You have to. You come to Satsang. Don't like it. Don't try to fix anything there. It's just garbage. You cannot fix garbage good, garbage bad. It's garbage. Don't fix it. Where are you? Stop it. Stop it. You are right, you are wrong. It's just, it's unjust. Don't go there. Don't go there. Be freed from this hypnotism. You want that?
I see that there's no freedom found in life at
No,
all.
there is no, but that's what I tell you. So if you had the slightest hope, forget it. And when you have a hope and you enjoy, no, it's just a hope. I enjoy, but it will go. Don't. Try to see from where your laughter rises. From where? From where? That's a better direction. And thank that suffering. Thanks to that suffering. Because it wakes you up. Otherwise, again I try. Again. We have done that millions of times. Again. And I don't mean you cannot live, but don't be foolish. Don't forget the nature of the life. That's all.
Ganga,
Yeah.
I was listening to Krishnamurti, and
Which one?
he was
GK,
talking.
GK Krishnamurti. It was, yeah, there are two Krishnamurtis. GK Krishnamurti. Yeah, the one who said,
Sorry, it's just one.
okay, yeah.
And he was talking to children,
Yeah,
and he was saying to them that everyone has hurt inside.
earth.
Hurt. Many kinds of hurts, but hurt.
Ah, hurts, yeah.
Yes. And I found very interesting these children trying to explain the feelings and how they deal with it.
Listen, it's one way of approaching the life. But if you insist, everybody knows that he is hurt. Everybody. So if you again insist you have hurts, I don't know if it helps so much. I think it's nice to say, you know, you have a freedom in yourself. When there is nothing which can be hurt. He failed anyway. Children are like everybody else. You see, they are beautiful idealists. They try hard to educate in a certain way. There is something good in it, but it is as illusory as anything else. I think it's better, even if there is a rebellion with the children, to have come to Satsang, but at least that they have come once, they know it exists, somewhere it exists. I heard that I can be freed from the tyranny of the hurts of the mind, which is the mind. Even if they rebel, that's a worm in the apple. And all the rest are more or less very good therapies, which can help. There is no doubt about it, but it remains in the limited world of the appearance. So it's like bombs, but not more. It's not freedom. No, I don't say if your work, if your destiny is to offer that, do it. But it's also good to know the limits of things, to know the nature of things. I am totally thankful that there are idealistic people in this world. But it's not freedom. If you want to speak more, you can. And you know, even one is born with that search, which shows up more or less early in the life. So if you have that search, you will find answers to that search. So even to show that when you are small, maybe it's an illusion. Don't worry.
I just found it interesting to listen to the children, so small and so new in this life, and already speak so deeply about something that goes with them all their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. There is something good in it, sure. Absolutely. I don't like to mix in satsang. You see, satsang is fanatically uncompromising. And in the sense of it's about the real nature of things. So it's not somebody will know it. Someone, in a way, has just to disappear because he says, I'm also a thought. So how do I see that thought? From where this is seen? You rest, you keep quiet. And that's a total different work or suggestion. Life goes on, you do whatever you find the best for others or for yourself. This is up to you. It cannot be mixed. It's not that I create a separation. As it looks. Whatever appears. So what does it mean? I and the others, that appears, you see. That is in the realm of the manifestation, the creation, the expression of what is. And there it has its laws, it has its good and bad, it has its helps to deal with this duality. And some people are very good at it. Satsang is to create an urgency, not to confuse things. So to say what you are, you already are it. If you want to make it your fact obvious, if you want to make it obvious, don't go for a moment in your mind. Don't even go to this ideal, I want to help the world. I want to lift up the consciousness. Don't go there. Uplift consciousness, sorry. all the uplifts, all those beautiful ideals and all that. It's a job. It's a work in the world. Nothing to do with from where it arises. It deals with duality, and it will remain in duality. So, I insist, live your life, do good as you conceive it, if you like, or do whatever you like, it's your life. It doesn't mean you cannot spare a minute to know the nature, the real nature, to know what is, which makes everything, every creation possible. The self creates itself endlessly, all the time. All the time. As I said in the beginning, in the way of total emptiness, total nobody, and in the way of fullness and whatnot. Just know that. And better to know, just realize the source, the substratum, which is not yours. A little louder, please.
Something that Rama sent me a few weeks ago, and we just thought it would be nice to have your comment.
Yeah, a little louder, it will be nice. Which Raman? Rama?
No, it's Rama sent me this a few weeks ago. It's a question that was directed to Miss Agadatta.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
the questioner asking, I thought enlightened people were supposed to be happy and blissful. You seem to be grumpy most of the time. Doesn't your state give you perpetual happiness and peace? And the answer of Miss Agadatta, the only time a yani truly rejoices is when someone...
What? Gnani, and after that?
The only time a yani truly rejoices is when someone else becomes a yani.
Ah, yeah. Then what is the question?
from you.
I am not in a grumpy mood, so I can have. It's always this eternal question of behavior. Huh?
For me, because for me personally, you made it very clear.
Mm.
Exactly this thing since I arrived here about qualities and about
Yeah. The only thing is, it's always a bit risky to speak about, don't care about behavior, it doesn't show much, because too many take it as an excuse to their bloody lies of being freed. So, you know. I have nothing to say. I just want to tell that everyone has an idea of perfection, and it's different with everybody. And in duality, what is perfection? It is to take together good and bad. This is duality. There is not one alone without the other. So we just have a good wish that there is more good, but it's a wish. The rest is not concerned by behavior. Through my experience, when you trust a guide, for example, and there is some challenges with the behavior, I think the good attitude would be to take everything as a teaching rather than to judge. It doesn't excuse the other who cares, but to take it as a teaching, you know, is the best. I like the way India approaches the whole possibilities of appearances, you see. They are funny, like this. They say, Oh, this enlightened one is grumpy in his cave, he throws stones to the one who approaches. But in their way to see things, it's also possible. It's a possibility. And another one looks like a saint, and another one is ordinary, is not even recognized, and so on and so on. They give all the range of possibility of appearances. Yeah. That's a very good background too. But of course, nothing has to be an excuse. That's just. So there is no excuse not to free yourself. Nobody is ready, you see. Even a saint is not ready to live his sainthood. Nobody is ready for it. It has to do it at once. You will never be ready for it. You are it, just boom.
Ganga, when you told in the beginning that there is no person, there is no one there, I feel I have a clue of it, what you mean by this, but I don't have the whole thing. Something is missing of my experience, understanding. It's not.
So forget that thought. Because it means you measure and you describe. Be more vigilant. Whatever rises is the mind. It's not worth to follow.
Yes, still sometimes I have the feeling I have to dig more, and then.
It's not about digging. It's about being freed to attain anything. Which is the animal which digs the best? Rats? No.
Dogs.
Hmm? So they are not free.
Ganga?
Yeah.
I often over the years doubts about the search, about if I have search and what is the meaning of a search and why is it, what is the motivation of a search. And it comes again every cycle. And today there was this idea and I wanted to say something about this. And then it came to me that what I want to ask you actually, I tried trying to ask you, but I asked this myself. What brings me here to Satsang?
What brings me?
Me here
Yeah.
to Satsang.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And did you have the answer?
No answer. But then the question was wrong.
This mind. It's very personal to you. You have a personality like that, very doubtful of everything. So don't worry. Some are the contrary. They are convinced all the time. It's a personality. Nothing to do with what is. So don't allow, your doubt may appear, but don't allow it to overpower you. That's all. Means let it pass, don't listen to it. Yeah.
So the mind never stops searching.
Yeah, he can stop searching.
Yeah.
Yours, what is he doing? I mean, he will probably always search whatever is presented in this life, but I mean about the search of oneself. That can stop. So where are you in this?
Well, I have the experience often of it's like the mind is turning in on itself in the attempt to find some kind of answer.
About this.
Yeah, which, of course, paradoxically, I know that it can't, but there is some kind of attempt to.
Yeah,
It's like, and it goes back.
yeah, okay. And what you do when it's there? What are you doing when it's appearing?
Well, sometimes I'm going with it for some time before I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. This can never end. This kind of.
It can end, but anyway, it's not up to you to end it. So, again and again, go back from where it arose. Again and again. You know, I wanted to. It's good you speak. I don't know why it crossed my mind I didn't speak out. A glimpse is like this, just now, for everybody. Now, the mind is very slow. The mind will reappear, of course, we are not dead. It's very slow because it goes on with habits of the past. That's why you see it's excellent to keep contact with Satsang. Let it be outside, let it be inside, with Satsang. So what does it mean? To again and again and again. And I tell you, the mind will lose. It doesn't mean he may not appear, but he will lose its so-called reality. It will lose its value. It will lose it. Good you came.
My experience is to. I've gone in many directions.
I know.
Yeah.
After 12 years you are here.
And,
But you are here.
but I'm here.
Yeah.
But so. Okay. There's a question for me is, was that satsang also? I mean, I go off and I do all this thing and I come back here and my feeling is maybe this was somehow my contact with satsang. I would not describe it like that as the lived experience.
When you say here and there, I don't understand what you mean. If you could be more precise. Otherwise, you see, what is satsang is always to go back to yourself, which is absolutely not objectified. So maybe it answers your own, what you mean. It is not satsang if you acquire something or if you run after something. It is a distraction of the mind.
Okay.
Okay?
So then I ran after many things
Yes.
and
Why did you come back?
because nothing was satisfying.
Exactly. Exactly. You know it yourself, you see.
But this is what I mean, this is the gift of at least to run after these ideas that I find out for myself that there's
Yes,
something there.
of course. Of course.
Luckily it didn't take
But
so long.
luckily enough. What did you say?
Luckily, it didn't take so long.
You are young, so it's not so long. If it was at my age, it would be quite long. So you are a lucky guy. Okay. Don't take too often many risks because you get old also now. Welcome. Always welcome. It's never too late. But it's a big risk to loop. Sure, we never know when we come back. But also, it's the way it is. That's why, you see, keep contact with satsang. Even if you are looping, at least try to wake up to remember, oh, okay, I have a desire to do this and that, but oh, okay. Keep contact with satsang. Because then you come back. Even when you are done, even when you are cooked, say, it's well baked. It should be here normally, but up to the last breath, keep contact. In, out, doesn't matter, but keep contact. In and out. And if you think it is a slavery, if you think, oh, you are bound, I will surely not do that, it's a cunning thought. A cunning thought. Don't go there.
If I followed my mind, I would not have come back.
So what did you follow?
It's a good question. I don't know.
The call of yourself. Of the self. Only that loves you really.
It's incredible.
Yes. Sure.
So you said many times, or what I heard, about you have to make a very strong decision about to make this goal. I find it very hard to contact that
Okay.
thing of the decision because, like I say, the thing which moved me here was I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Then better, okay. It's not so well said. I would say then listen to the call of yourself sometimes. Not all the time, but listen to the call of yourself. So it's also a decision not to listen to the mind. But I erase the word if you like. I'm not attached to that word, but it tries to explain something.
For whatever reason, I took that in very deeply from my time coming to Satsang. That I have to be very kind of strong with the decision.
Yeah, of course, the self is strong, don't you think so?
But my mind took it like I have to be like, very big willpower or I don't know what, but somehow.
Yeah, sure, he will interfere. The mind interferes. Of course, it doesn't want to lose its masterhood, you know. You were a good slave. Illusorily. Illusorily. You are always yourself.
Ganga, if I understood you well, the behavior of the master, or the behavior of the guide, should not be argued about, or as you said, take it as a teaching. Did I hear correctly that? Okay. So and then I would say, I understand that it counts for everything that happens around the guy, correctly? No?
Well, never mistake what you listen to has no form, no name. Form and names belong to duality. What is duality? Good and bad. Just unjust, right, wrong. And happily, the self expresses itself, otherwise we would not know it. This is so paradoxal. As long as you keep a name and a form for you, you will have a guide with a name and form. When this disappears, everything disappears. And yet, everything also appears. Don't try to understand. And the Sangha generally is formed of ordinary people, bastards and saints, all living together. And the guide sees only the self, you see. So that's why it looks like it can tame. It doesn't tame anything. But the self only is seen. So urgently see yourself too. Otherwise it's a big chaos. It's extraordinary. In the history you can see around the Buddhas and, around Ramana no less, but around Papaji, it was a mess. It was a mess. Mad people, good people, bad people, wrong people, right people, everything mixed in a good soup. And Papaji was walking. And suddenly everybody is beautifully themselves. A moment after, again, boom, boom, boom. You have to know why you are here. You have to know. Otherwise, washed away, more than in the world. I tell you, more than in the world. Because everything also is intensified. It appears. Whatever was hidden, boom! My master had a nice sentence. He said, whatever appears in you, don't try to fix it and all that. Whatever appears in you, it's to leave you. Let it leave you. the controller disappears slowly or at once. So of course things which were well hidden in corners, boom, to leave you. Don't worry.
You know, sometimes I have a feeling that
Where are you?
what appears keeps appearing might not leave, and it doesn't matter really. But
Don't worry. Some are obsessive also. Some personalities are obsessive also. Don't worry. So. You're okay, Tuka?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Something more? To be less? Thank you.